The Mike Weatherford Show is proud to announce we are now officially powered by TEC. If their fiber optic internet service can handle everything we throw at it here in the studio, from videos to calls and live streams, you better believe they can handle your home or business too. If speed, stability, and service is important to you, you can count on TEC. Thanks, TEC. Now let's get to the show.
Recorded live in the studios of Brewer Street Mafia. This is a Red Dog Bread production.
And now, your number one rated show, The Mike Weatherford Show. Here's your host, Mike Weatherford.
Hey, welcome back. I'm Mike Weatherford. Welcome to the Mike Weatherford Show. TEC Internet. You been hearing about them? I know you have on my show. We have got some information tonight. We're going to find out what upload speed, download speed, sideways speed, round the corner speed. We're going to find out everything about fiber optic internet. You know, I tell you how good it is. Well, we're going to tell you what makes it good tonight. And if you haven't got your TEC internet yet, we're going to tell you how you can get it, where you're at on the list. We're going to tell you everything about TEC. And I want you, my viewer, to come on, write in some questions. They'll send them up here to me, and we got the main guys here tonight. We're going to answer all your questions. So we're going to move right along and start the show. I have got one of my good friends here. He's become a good friend of mine, Blake Parker. Welcome to the show, Blake.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
How are you doing, man?
I'm good. Good. Glad to be here.
I'm glad to have you out. Usually you're sitting in the back.
Yeah.
I'm going to scoot that over. How did we get you in here tonight?
I think y'all said sit down. You're gonna be on the show tonight.
Is that kind of how it works?
And I sat down, and
I had
to
give you some smelling sauce and wake you up, and you peed
did.
a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, like you did. And here we got the Director of Sales for TEC, Mr. Bryce Hopkins. Welcome to the show, Bryce.
Thank you, Mike. We are excited to be here.
How you doing, my friend?
Man, I am great, living life large and loving every minute of it.
That's what I like to hear, man. So we're going to find out all about TEC tonight, right? We're going to
Yes,
find
sir.
out all the questions everybody's got.
Absolutely. Bring them on. Let's answer them all, and let's clear up any miscommunication that you might have.
That's right. There you go. And also tonight, we got zooming in from the main headquarters, TEC, we got Vice President of Operation. I think that's a big name. I don't know what it does, but we got Mr. Scott Pell. Welcome to the show, Scott.
Hey, thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Look at
I'm doing all the things that title entails, which I don't even know what all that is.
I don't either, but it sounds pretty cool. You know, Vice President of Operations, man, that's a big name. It is. But
it's short for my fault.
That's kind of what the Mike Weatherford show is about. It's all my fault. You know, the guys in the back do an excellent job. Any screw up, you heard what went before we went live,
Absolutely.
What he told me.
Yep.
They blamed it on me. But anyway, I appreciate you coming in, Scott. This is the second time you and I have talked.
Yes,
We've
yes,
had a
sir.
good conversation.
I'm looking forward to talking, and I was looking forward all day today. I actually got a little bit nervous. I don't know why.
Well, we done got Bryce calmed down. I can't get to you and give you no
he's
smelling
all right.
sauce. He's all right now. He's calmed down. But tell me what's going on with TEC. Where are we at? How we moving? Where are we going? Where's it been? Just tell me a little bit about the history of TEC in case people don't know it and what we're planning on doing in the southeastern U.S.
Yeah, well, I'll start with a little bit of history. We're a 102-year-old communications provider, started in Bay Springs, Mississippi, and over the past 100 years have grown throughout Mississippi and Tennessee and Alabama. We're thrilled to be in a partnership with Paris BPU. We started working with them just a little bit over 2 years ago, and kind of came together and decided, hey, we need to figure out a way to serve the residents of the city limits. Y'all had been kind of struggling with the normal cable internet, and we're a fiber optic provider. We want to figure out, okay, how can we work together and serve the utility and the community and get some good internet here. So Terry and I got together and worked out all the stuff, and here we are. We're headlong into building. So I looked back at my notes. We started building back in April, and we've already built 222 miles.
Wow.
So we're going fast.
What that tells the people and tells me is TEC just didn't start up an internet company. You got 102 years of experience behind y'all, and you brought that experience to Henry County. And with fiber optic, which is in Paris, Tennessee, to have fiber optic, that's a pretty big step. And the reason why I asked you your history, I knew you had 100-something year history. So that's not just TEC decided to do fiber optic. You've got some history behind it and some experience, wouldn't you say, Bryce?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you're talking about you learn from experience, and the great thing is when you start to pair the technology and the history of the telephone behind now the internet. TEC becomes the what I like to say the all-in-one provider.
Yeah. Leading.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Scott, I think me and you was there when TEC first started, wasn't that? Me and you talking on, didn't you call me on the first call?
We had literally just started construction when you and I last talked.
That's right. And I'm talking about when TEC got started 102 years ago. Remember y'all got your first phone line?
Oh, yeah.
Scott was there and he called me. Remember that Alexander Graham Bell?
Yep.
This is Scott and Mike talking back then. That was a joke. Okay. Missed that one, didn't it? That didn't hit.
We don't look a day over 60.
We don't
Not
look
at
it,
all.
brother. But tell me where we're at on the the build up and how we ended up with working with BPU, because they already had the some of the infrastructure that we would need to put all this internet in place. And just run me down the road and we'll move on from there.
Sure. Yep. So they did have a fiber optic network, but it was primarily just to serve back and forth between the substations. And unfortunately, that's not enough to go serve all the points that the utility need to service. So what we did is we came together and said, okay, well, you eventually Paris wants to be able to monitor all the meters and get to all their different service points with the network. And it just so happens that we need to do the exact same thing to get internet to all the houses. So we came together, and instead of building two networks, we're working together to build one network that reaches the entire city of Paris. So,
wow. So y'all didn't build just a utility grade. You built a network, correct?
It's a full utility grade network. It's going to reach 10,000 different locations within the city limits and just outside the city limits of Paris. It's a total of 480 miles.
Wow.
Which is a lot of fiber. That is definitely a generational build.
That's an expensive build.
That is an expensive build, and normally a build like that would take 3-4 years.
Right.
But we've compressed the timeline into just a shade under a year.
What?
Yeah.
400 something miles under you. How is that even possible? Y'all, somebody help me out here. That is hooking up and picking them up and setting them down, as we say out west.
It is.
Yeah.
It is an amazing feat.
Wow.
And it takes a lot of moving parts and pieces all working together. And so again, kind of Scott mentioned it, we're excited about the partnership and just the opportunity of what is coming.
Where we at in our goal, Scott? Would you say where we at it? How far along are we?
So we've built about 1,800 addresses so far. That's about 18% of the build. And right now, all at the same time, we've got 6,600 locations being built now. That'll leave about 1,700 addresses on the final phase of our build. So we're moving super quickly. Of the 1,700 service ready addresses, we've already got I think 350 sales, Bryce. We've got 882 registered for service, and we're running and gunning. We've actually got 6 or 7 service areas that are either in the middle of being released or close to being released over the next 30 days. So we got a lot going on.
What is the major bottlenecks you're running into? Doing this, and how are you getting around that?
Yeah, great question. So, in a build like this, we rely on not only our construction partners, but we rely on the utility because they have to get everything ready for fiber to be installed on their plant. And then we also have to work with permitting authorities. We also have to get clearance from the railroad, which is not always easy. So there are a lot of different things that have to come together. And for the utility, that team has been amazing. I kind of said earlier, this is a generational build, so they've had to do a whole lot of work just to get ready for this build, and they've done an incredible job. It's a Herculean effort that the team has done, and that's what helps keep things moving.
Wow, people don't realize for 400 and something miles of fiber optic run and doing it less than a year. Wow, that's a major step. Yeah. And can you imagine how long it would take if you didn't have the partnership with BPU to use some of their networking, their poles, and some of their stuff? It would be astronomical cost, and it would take 2, 4, or 5 years to do setting poles. Yeah. And it would be almost just untouchable.
Just to give you an idea, it's almost 10,000 poles. Wow. So this is right. This is a lot of stuff that we have to go through and check and make sure that those poles are ready, and we have to do some pole change outs here and there. It's just so much work. Yeah. Folks don't
how does this
really get to appreciate.
How does this network help the electric grid and its reliability? How does that help?
Well, what it does is it gets network connections out to all the devices that they have in the field that check on power reliability. It allows them to reroute power, allows them to do cutover switches and shutdowns. So in the case of power lines being down, they can do emergency shutoffs. The big thing that allows them to do is set up monitoring points all around the network. So and being able to bring that in at light speed allows them to have real-time feedback as far as
that's kind of like when
the power grid.
When electricity goes out with high-speed internet, they got monitors that tells them immediately where it's at, and nobody's got to drive out there and find it. They know it's where they can tell immediately where the power outage is at. And that's pretty good. That's why we're getting it fixed pretty quick. And but y'all, I think we've talked about this before. I know you've got some other things doing. I appreciate you tuning in with us. But TEC is going to take care of their own maintenance on the TEC line. We don't have to rely on BPU. It's all done by TEC, correct? If you got internet trouble, go ahead.
We take care of all that stuff. We let the power company be the power company, right. And we're the network provider, and it's a great partnership. And we each do our job well and have each other's backs. But wow. We stick with what we know.
Now here's a $1 million question, okay? When will my neighborhood? When will my neighborhood be ready, and how will I know it? That's the main $1 million question. Y'all putting these maps up there, the old country boy like me don't know what the hell it looks like. I don't know what I'm looking at. I mean, it looks like somebody poured oil in water. That's what it looks like. When is my neighborhood going to be ready, and how will I know, Scott?
Well, pay attention to social media. So what we do is we list out the roads and the areas that are getting ready to be released. Bryce can actually give you the entire rundown of all the steps that we take prior to a launch. In addition, Bryce has a team of folks that picks up the phone and calls. So we'll be reaching out to everybody and letting them know that we're getting ready to launch in your area and ready to get you signed up. So
that's great. So all we got to do is if you're not a TEC internet, if you're not, for some reason you haven't got in the family that I'm a part of. I feel like I'm part of the family. I shouldn't say we, but I feel like I use y'all's internet. I'm part of the family.
Absolutely you are.
It's I can tell you first-handedly, the upload speed, we're going to get into that, Bryce.
Yep.
The upload speed we use a lot of here, and people don't realize this, but if you've got cameras at home or if you've got anything, that cameras, email, cloud, especially gaming, you got to have upload speed, and there's nothing can compare with the upload speed with TEC's fiber optic. It's just no comparison. I mean, and I try to push that to people, and nobody really. Back in the day, everybody was talking about their download speed when they'd say, "Oh, we got these big download numbers." Well, I had that issue before. I'd have to call and complain, we don't have enough upload. Well, your download, I don't give a damn about download. Right. I need upload speed. And they figured out what we was talking about. But when we went with y'all, I'm giving a testimony, and this is true. You're not paying me to say this, okay? I'm telling you the truth. My guys in the back, and he was just comparing to other studio that we have. We don't have TEC, and y'all not over there. And it's just absolutely struggling to get enough upload speed to do a show. I've got some to spare here. the numbers is phenomenal. We can turn it. We turned our stuff up. We had everything turned down because of the upload speed wasn't well with the competitor, and then we went to fiber optic. We turned everything up, man. It's like getting on the Autobahn. No, you can really see what that old car run now. You know that, and I firsthand.
We're able to do this in perfect high definition quality.
Look here, I haven't seen anything happen. I mean, we're perfect.
Yeah,
and that happens with upload and some download involved. But Scott, what can the people expect to happen? I know you've got to go. I know being the vice president of operations, that comes with a lot of work, shovels and rakes and stuff. I figure you got a few more holes to dig tonight. What else? What can I end you telling me about? What do you want to? Where can we go from here?
I want to make sure that everyone is patient with us. We've got a lot to build. We've got a lot of releases coming out. We're going to get to you. I think the biggest thing, once we get into your neighborhood and get things built, it will take a little bit of time because we have to actually put all the fibers together. But trust me, we've tried to get this thing figured out where we can get the whole network done.
Right.
A large portion of it by December. And we may have a little bit run into January, but we intend to be done very, very soon.
Well, I see the TEC trucks everywhere. They do, and I snapped some pictures, and I don't know if I would have put this online or not, telling them guys are hardworking guys, but you see them all over.
Yeah, they are hardworking.
And I know it's a lot of moving parts. You know, it is. All we know is we turn on our phone or our TV or our internet, and it's there. We don't know what it takes to get it there. It's a lot of work, and y'all guys are working hard. And are y'all going into other counties once you get Henry County done? Is that too far out to talk about?
We are working on several other projects in the surrounding areas.
Right.
We are looking at expanding further into to Henry County because there are some areas where we're not at the moment. We also have a build going down in Benton County. We just wrapped up.
Right.
So we're doing a lot of expansion around the West Tennessee
when we use
area.
the word the Southeast, that's kind of what we are. DEC is going to the Southeast. Well, Scott,
Absolutely.
I appreciate you, brother. I wish you was in the studio because, me and you
I wish I was too.
We kind of hit it off the last time, but you take care of yourself and stay in touch. Hey, I've got my TEC shirt on tonight. You know what do we?
I love it.
There you go.
I love it.
Look here. Let me move that thing. Look.
Thank y'all very much for accommodating me.
Thanks, Scott. Talk to you soon.
Bye-bye.
All right.
Yeah.
There you go, folks. We had Scott Pell, the vice president. We had one of the big shots call in, and that was pretty cool, Bryce.
Yeah, and I love the graphic that's up right now. Yeah. So if you have already signed up for fiber and you want to know, hey, where am I in line? What's going on? You can call that number at the bottom, which is 800-832-2515, or send an email to requesttec@tec.com. And if you're unsure if you've signed up or if you know, hey, I need to sign up or I've got questions about it, the number above, the 833-832-3423 is our fiber line. We call it the BAT line.
Right.
Or you can go to tec.com/Paris-BPU. We actually have folks working both of those phone lines tonight. So we've got some folks in the office. If you call that fiber line, that 833-832-3423, you're going to get a live person on the phone, and they're going to walk through. And even if we can't sign you up today, we can at least gather all of your information, get you ready to go. So when that fiber is ready, Scott mentioned we'll call you. That's exactly how we go off. We go, hey, guess what? Good news. We're ready.
Dana's sending me some questions. Someone asked about the timeline. I'm going to put you on the line. Skyview Drive, Skyview Street. Is that on your list?
You're going to make me look. I hope they put these in alphabetical order. Here's what I will also say. Skyview Street is on my list. So if you are on Skyview Street,
there you go.
We are actively doing installations as we go.
Okay.
If you have not signed up, please go to tec.com.
Call right now tonight.
Call that number.
Put that number back up there. Hey, Austin Hoggard is who he is, asked about timeline for install on Skyview. If you haven't called yet, call right now. While you're talking to me, well, you have to. You got two phones in your house. I know your wife's got a phone. Use her phone. Call and get it set up.
We'll get you taken care of it.
And I'm going to tell you, you won't You won't regret it. You'll come back. You can thank me later. Just buy my dinner. Hey, somebody else on Elizabeth Street said his install was pushed back due to a setback. He said that they was sometime in November now. Do you know what that's about?
Yeah, so that kind of goes back to what Scott was mentioning earlier about some of the delays that happening.
Yeah.
Where we think we can go, you've got railroad crossings, you've got to get certain permits. If they find out those aren't taken care of, weather, that's always another one.
Yeah.
It's been a little rainy here. And then also we have some things with materials. So you plan for, you order, you get the materials in.
Yeah, but you're looking at 400-something miles of cable. You're going to have setback. Hell, it ain't, But, I understand their question. I'm glad the viewers are asking questions. What we're here for.
Yeah, absolutely.
And somebody from Benton County said that they only have 5G with TEC. Is that correct?
So in certain areas where we're, if we don't have a fiber overbuild, they could potentially still be on our copper service, right? But if you have the ability to get fiber, you're talking, I'm not used to 5G. I would be thinking more maybe 500 megabits per second, or they could get a gig, or they could get up to 2 gigs. But for that person that's asking that question, that number that was at the bottom, the 800-832-2515, we're going to blow that. We're going to put that thing back up on the screen a lot tonight. If you'll call that number, again, we actually have folks standing by to take those questions. We can go ahead and get you taken care of and ask.
That's right.
Scott mentioned 480 miles. We've already done 222. Now, I'm not a math major, but that's almost 50%.
It is 50%. Somebody else said they called and let them know about the delay and were very nice. Great customer service.
Who brought that in?
Thomas Young said they called and let him know about the delay, and they were very nice. It was great customer service.
So, we've got a few giveaways.
Yeah, we do.
I don't know how we want to do this, but I kind of feel like we should give something away for somebody.
Okay. You want to give this guy that said you had great service?
Yeah, I think we do.
Pick him out one.
Let's
Thomas, tell you what, put the number up, let Thomas call us.
Let's do
that.
I
know I'm asking a lot of my crew back there. They're going to shoot me for
it. Well, like they said, I think they said create chaos tonight.
We're creating chaos.
We can do that.
There's that number. Thomas, call us. We got something for you here. Thomas Young, you said they called and let him know about the delay, and we're very nice. He said great customer service. Hey, it's always good, to help. We got more giveaways. We're going to give some giveaways when we go to commercial break. Don't worry. We got some stuff to give y'all from TEC. Go ahead now.
Yeah, I've got a handful of these streets to go through, and to be honest with you, I'm not going to sit here and read them all to you.
But will you read? Hand me one.
I'll read you some. But if you go right now to the show, our marketing department is going to post these on the chat on the Mike Weatherford show, and you can click on and see all those streets. So I will, poor Blake, he hadn't had a chance to say a word because you let me in here, and I don't really do a whole lot.
Blake, come in, brother.
That's okay.
You're
doing good.
North Porter Street, Auburn Street, Old Orchard Road, Outback Drive, Peppers Drive, Pierce Street, Pitt Street, Powell Street, Recycle Drive, South Highland Street, South Lake Street, Service Master Drive, Skyline Somerset Drive. That's pretty good.
Yeah, and then you add Cornerstone Drive, Countrywood Drive, County Home Road, Cowan Street, Courier Street, Curtis Street, Dinkins Lane, Dapper Street, Dunlap Street, East Blythe Street, East Ridge Drive, East Washington Street, East Wood Street, Elizabeth Street. All of those streets you can sign up today, and we are actively starting installs.
Wow.
I'll give you another one there too.
If you go ahead and read us one.
We got Thompson Street, Tyson Avenue, Washington Court, Welchway Drive, White Street, Woodland Court, Woodland Acres Road, Woodhaven Court, Wimberley Road, and Willow Oaks Drive.
All right. We got Mr. Young on the line. Hello, Mr. Young.
Yes, sir.
How are you doing, sir?
Great. How are you, Mike?
I'm doing wonderful. Talk to him, Bryce.
Hey. So thank you so much for reaching out and the kind words. We've got a gift basket here. We're going to give away to you.
Tell them what's in there.
So let's see what you got.
We're all country, ain't that right, Thomas?
Right? So we got you.
Yes, sir.
We got you a TEC tumbler cup, which is kind of nice to have. You got a phone holder, which is great to have, but the crown jewel in here, sir, you will be walking away with an Amazon Echo Dot for a smart home. If you haven't had one of these, man, my kids love these things. We use it. They can program your lights in your house.
Oh, wow.
They're great.
You can just say, turn them off, I'm going to bed, and she'll do it. And with your fast fiber internet that you've got coming to hook up at your house, buddy, you're gonna enjoy that. So you can tell it to play music, dim your lights, whatever you want it to do.
Would it make supper? That's what women are for, right? Sandwich. Okay, I got you. That's what Dana does.
I'm gonna let you take that one.
Okay. These guys are scared. Help me out here, brother. Is that would it make supper? What do you think, Thomas?
Oh, now I'm not going to step off in that, Mike.
Yeah, we don't want to get in trouble now, Mike.
Everybody got quiet on that. Hey, that's okay. What do you think about?
There you go.
Sometimes kind words goes a long way, Thomas. And he said, "Hey, I want to give this guy something for kind words." I'm sure right now people understands that there is problem, but you got people that just want to, can't wait. And I understand that. I'm not patient as I should be, but does that make you think TC is a good company? Like I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. I emailed them and asked them when my install was, and it wasn't a matter of hours. They'd call me back and let me know about the delay, and I'm super happy.
Right, and they was real nice about it.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I want. Hey, you tell in the back, they're going to tell you how to get this gift package, and tell all your friends. And I'm going to tell you a little secret right here. I'm probably getting out of sequence on what they want to do, but once you get your internet hooked up, right, and you're blowing and going with it, there's a place you can go and get your family and friends on it, and we can get you up to 12 months of your internet free. What do you think about that, Thomas?
Heck yeah, I'm down for that.
All you got to do when you got yours up and going, anybody that's got TEC right now, all you got to do is refer your family. Here it is right here. Refer your family, refer your friends, and get yours free. It's very simple.
It is, and it literally is that. And so what I like to tell folks is, hey, look, you got kids at the house?
Yeah.
You got teenagers at the house?
Yeah.
They all got friends?
Yeah.
Go have them knock on the door and be like, hey, have you signed up for this? No.
Yeah.
Let me help you. Walk through it.
Yeah.
They'll sign them up because the teenagers know how to do it anyway.
Oh, yeah.
They're already about it. And then you get a month free. And by the way, there's no cap on that.
That's right.
So as the kids say, no cap.
No cap. You can get all you want, Thomas. There's something else. When you get yours up and going, get your family and friends, and you end up with all this gift package. You'll also end up, you can get up to a year free if you got 12 friends. You got 12 friends?
I might can scrounge up a few.
All right, Thomas, I appreciate you calling in, my friend.
Thank you, Mike.
Yes, sir.
So,
Bye-bye.
Mike, if you're on Elkhorn Road, Ferris Street, Forest Drive, Folster Street, Gulf Drive, Gochin Lane, Gwynn Street, Harold Drive, Hidden Acres Road, Highwood Circle, Hunter Drive, Highway 218 Bypass, Highway 79 North, and I think that's High E Del Low Road.
High and low.
High and low. You had me on that one.
Okay.
You are also in the area where we can go ahead and serve you. If you haven't signed up, sign up, and we will get installs going.
Hey, folks, if anybody's on India Road, Jackson Forest Road, Christie Cove, Lakeway Circle, Lois Street, Mandalay Road, I don't know what this one is. I've never heard of it. MCGLOHN Street. How would you say that?
Oh, I would say McLaughlin Street.
Let's call it that. Morton Street, Muzzle Street, Myatt Road, North Blakemore Street, North Brewer Street, North Highland Street, North Lake Street. Come get you some.
And I've got Abbott Lane, Alexander Street, Almond Cemetery Road, Ashley Lane, Bellwood Drive, Beverly Circle, Blake Drive, Boyce Street, Brookwood Place, Carlton Drive, Chickasaw Road, Church Street, Cooper Street, and Corbin Street. If you're on those roads, you may sign up now.
Or like I say, go get you
some.
some.
Go get you some.
Come on now.
Look, guys, all you got to do is it's very easy to do. We got a lot. We're going to get ready to take a commercial break. And we get back, we got a lot of stuff we want to go over. And what are we going to give away on this first giveaway?
Well, we gave away one already. So
That's right.
I got two more. So I'm good to go whenever you want to. If you want to think about it during the commercial break.
No, we're going to do it right now.
We'll do it right now.
What we're
then.
going to
Go
do
ahead.
right now, don't open it up yet. We're going to take a commercial break. We're about 3 minutes out, according to my clock here, 2 minutes out. We're going to take a commercial break. All you got to be is the fourth caller. We got another bag. You see what the other guy won? This is a good bag of goodies from TEC. All you got to do is be the fourth caller while we're on a commercial break and win you one of these great giveaways from TEC. We're going to take a commercial break. I got to pay the bills because, I'm a poor man, and we'll be right back.
Shattering the image of standard nursing homes and committed to enhancing the human spirit, Charter Senior Living of Paris is focused on removing barriers that can prevent your success and a better life. A unique boutique community with many wonderful amenities, we offer various levels of quality care in an apartment and floor plan of your choosing.
The care that Mom has received here has been phenomenal.
Move-in day was such a happy day. Caregivers there were so wonderful. It was the best choice that we've ever made.
Learn more and request your free resource guide at charterparis.com or give us a call today. When physical assistance becomes a necessity, enjoy the peace of mind you deserve.
Chadcox, PLLC provides representation in the areas of criminal law, family law, personal injury, wills and probate law. Chadcox serves Paris and the surrounding area. He does not believe in a one-size-fits-all approach to representing his clients. He reviews every detail of your case to ensure that you receive an assessment that is specific to the unique circumstances in your case. Chadcox is located at 104 North Brewer Street, Paris, Tennessee. Contact us at 731-642-4446.
The Downtown Event Center is available for parties, meetings, or family get-togethers. The center comes with spacious seating and an area that will help make serving food easier. If you are having a birthday party, this is definitely the place for you. The Downtown Event Center is located at 107 South Brewer Street. Contact Jessica at 731-642-4992 to make your reservation.
Is your tank on empty? For best gas prices in town, fill up at 54 Fuel Mart, 1213A Westwood Street. And don't forget your other tank. Grab hot fried chicken, wings, pizza, and on Tuesdays and Fridays, the best fried fish around. Got a sweet tooth? We've got freeze-dried candies, candy bars, and more. Rainy day? Stay dry and use our drive-up window. Farmers, we've got your dyed diesel plus parking for big rigs. Open 5 a.m. to 10 p.m. every day. If you're feeling lucky, play the lottery or grab a scratch-off while you're here. 54 Fuel Mart at the Westwood Y. More than just fuel.
Are you still undecided about your high-speed internet provider? Hey, it's Mike from the Mike Weatherford Show. Let me help you off the fence. TEC high-speed internet is what we use here at the studio, and let me tell you, it's flawless. From home to business, TEC got you covered. With upload speeds that match download speed, TEC leads the pack. Does your family play online games? How about security cameras and live streamers in your home? TEC, with their upload speed matching their download speed, it's as fast as clicking a button. When it comes to high-speed fiber-optic internet, TEC is unmatched with quality and service all across the Mid-South. So do like I did. Go get you some.
Hey everyone, this is Jeremy Buckaloo reminding you to tune in to Sportscast with Jeremy Buckaloo live every Sunday night at 7:30 here from the Brewer Street Mafia Studios.
All right, folks, don't forget, coming up next Tuesday right here on the Mike Weatherford Show, dude, I got to tell you something. Inside the mind of a modern-day monster hunter, Ethan Oates reveals his next Bigfoot and Dogman investigation here in the LBL. It's coming up on Halloween, and what better way to have someone come in here to talk about Bigfoot, the Dogman, or whatever they call it over at LBL. I mean, you know, these guys are crazy. I mean, is there a Bigfoot? I'm not going to say there ain't, because it took, you know, they didn't find the the silverback ape till the 1920s, so, that tells you it could be. But we're going to talk to Ethan. I think they got some investigation going on over here. We're going to talk a little bit about the deal that went over there where the dog man supposed to got after somebody over there back in the 80s, I think it was. It's going to be a pretty cool show. I don't know where it's going. They throw these shows at me, and I just say, hell yeah, I'll do it. So here we go. Don't forget, coming up next Tuesday right here on the Mike Weatherford Show, we're going to talk about Bigfoot, Dogman, LBL, and let's see if we can figure out what's going on over there, folks. That's going to be a great show. Don't miss it. And also, don't forget the Tennessee Informer, the Voting Rights Act under fire. Tennessee rolling the Voting Rights Act showdown. Miss Gomez and Kathy Harms will be on the Informer. That's coming up Monday, October the 27th, 7 p.m. You can find him on Facebook, YouTube. He's on all the platforms. The Tennessee Informer. Check him out. Also, don't forget, on Sportscast with Jeremy Buckaloo, Lady Patriot Legends begin. Inside the Lady Patriot Unstoppable season, how does a middle school team rise to the top of Tennessee? He's going to have Alex Hayes. She's the head coach coming right here in the Brewer Street Mafia Studios to talk with Jeremy Buckaloo on Sportscast. That's coming up Sunday at 7:30. Hey, if you haven't done it yet, instead of Region 7 Champs, if you haven't done it yet, go over and find him on YouTube, Facebook, all the platforms. Like him, love him, and he's always got some great stuff. I'm going to let you in a little secret. Coming up in November, we got a NASCAR crew chief coming in. That's right. He's going to be right here on the Sportscast with Jeremy Buckaloo. You don't want to miss that show. That's coming up. Hey, go over and find him, share him, follow him, and tell all your friends about it. Don't forget the Rotary auction coming up. Save this date. It's coming up Saturday, November the 8th. My good friend Ricky Price is the, I think he's the president of Rotary over there at Bethel University. The Vera Low at 6 p.m. It's going to be a lot of details coming out soon. But don't forget it coming up Saturday, November the 8th. It's going to be a great Rotary auction. Hey, don't forget the Peddler. If you got your Peddler before, look, Peddler's been around for 40 years. If you get your Peddler, you can look, and it's got all my upcoming shows. It's right there in the middle of the Peddler. They moved location. They're at 105 South Market Street here in Paris, downtown Paris. But look, you can place 20-word classification to run for 4 weeks for only $10. Like I said, every issue will have MyParisTV.com podcast guide, the Mike Weatherford Show, Tennessee Informer, and Sportscast with Jeremy Buckaloo. All of them will be listed right there. So all you got to do is pick up the Peddler, find you a great item you're looking for, and find out what's coming up right here on the Mike Weatherford Show. Hey, I was telling you about this earlier. TEC's got a great program going. I'm going to let you in a second. I'm going to mute these guys' mics where they don't know. Hey, they can't hear me neither. All you got to do is tell your family and tell your friends that to get on board, get them some too, some TEC high-speed internet, and you can get yours free. Hey, I don't think there's a limit on that right now, so get while it's early. Get on there and tell all your family, all your friends to get them some, and you get yours free. All right, that's what it's about. Don't forget, TEC got a great deal going on. I think their mics are back up. Don't forget, I told you what was going on. They don't know what I said, but it's all true. All right, folks.
Yeah. So
and don't forget, we are live on Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, all the platforms. You can find us. We're simulcasting live everywhere. Go to MyParisTV.com to find out more about what's going on at Kill Media and the Brewer Street Mafia. We're growing. All righty. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we've got a winner.
All right.
Winner, Chickley of TEC.
Oh, we are. Yes, definitely.
Oh, okay.
That's why I was checking. I wanted to hear about it tonight.
Okay, yeah, that's what we're talking about. We're going to take care of it. But you also won you a great prize package. Listen to this, Christy.
That's right. So you know, same way you got a great TEC tumbler. So you've got that coming to you.
I don't even have one of them, so that's pretty cool.
You know, I forgot to tell Thomas this. You got this too. This is one of those multi-cable. So it's got the C charger, it's got the old iPhone, it's got an Android charger, all under one. Wow. So you've got that. But because the big jewel in here, and you got the cell phone holder, I'm not going to forget that. We'll put that out there. But the big jewel for you, look at there. There it is. It's a Roku streaming device that you've got. right there, ready to roll. So all you got to do is plug that thing into your television, and that instantly becomes a smart TV, and you can start streaming immediately right off the bat. So congratulations to you.
Well, thank you.
What do you think, Krista?
Hey, I think it's great.
It is great. So are you already a TEC customer, or are you going to be when they get it to your
No, we're going to be. We're going to be.
Are you on the list? If you're not, we're going to show you how to get on there right now. You can call them and get on the list, because North Market Street, I think, is ready.
That's right. Well, so here's the thing.
South Market.
South Market Street. Well, you can go ahead and call the 800 number, 833-832-3423. And if you haven't done that, you can talk to somebody today. And they will, if your address is not available, they'll go ahead and gather all your information. As soon as that address becomes available, they'll call you directly and process your order, or you can go to tec.com/sign up to get additional information. So we are, as they say, operators are standing by.
That's right.
To take your call.
Okay.
What we want to do, we're going to tell you all about it, why it's better. We're going to compare, the old cable to your fiber optic. We're going to give you a few price points. We're going to tell you why you need to go and join the TEC family. Thanks, Christy. Congratulations. She'll tell you the back how to win it.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah. I'm sitting here thinking, your producer called and said, hey, we're going to put your picture up there.
Yeah.
And I saw Ethan's picture.
Right.
And apparently I missed the memo. I should have just gone and gotten ripped out real quick.
What's
and
wrong
sent
with
that
you?
one in. I sent the business professional photo in.
Well, we let the loose ends drag around
I'm
here.
telling you what.
Well, we do pictures after the show. We always do. So you can go ahead and take your shirt off.
Yeah.
We'll do your picture with your shirt off.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, I'll tell you what, it'll be the best farmer tan photo you got out here.
Call out some more names over here, son.
We got India Road, Jackson Forest Road, Christa Cove, Lakeway Circle,
I think I
Mandalay Road, Morton Street, Muzzle Street, Myatt Road, North Blakemore Street, North Brewer Street, North Highland Street, North Lake Street.
Now tell me something. Blake, what is your job? You are a business accounts manager. Tell me what that does.
I'm a business account manager for us. And so what I do is I go around to all of our businesses. So in all of our markets here in Tennessee, I'm right now specifically focused on the Paris businesses. So a lot of the business owners will see me come in, and I will try to make a connection with them to get them swapped over.
Yeah, you swapped me over.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I can tell you, at my muffler shop, it's TEC too, and it was flawless. I mean, it's not like
It's awesome.
Oh, it is. You think, here they come. There's going to be a damn mess. No, it's not. Yep. It was. I mean, maybe I was just
That's what I always say, Mike. I tell everyone I've got something good to sell. It's something that's going to benefit your business, whether it's real estate and you're uploading pictures to websites of all the homes, cameras, and all of that.
Right. All right, that's great to do. So you go around to all the businesses, and so if there's any small business owners on here right now, let me tell you, I run my muffler shop off of it, and let me tell you what we have to do. We have to do a lot of car repair. A lot of it is online because we have, information's information, and I can tell you that we have downloading is where we program a computer on the car. There's nothing more aggravating to get halfway through and you get that little rolling screen, and they call you back and say, hey, your internet connection was bad. I've not had that issue since I've been with TEC, and that's true. It really made a difference because we have to and that's a lot of information to program a computer on the car. It is. It's coming right in and streaming right back. I think we got somebody on the line. Is that correct? Did I read this right? Somebody on the line?
Yes.
Yes. Hello. Who have we got?
Diane?
Diane, yes, you have got a question?
Yes, we're in Springville off of 79 between Paris and Paris Landing.
Okay.
Are we going to get any fiber optic out here?
There you go, Bryce.
Yeah, so the easiest way for me to answer that question is because I don't have the map, and as much as I'd love to say I know exactly where that is. If you will go to tec.com, we're going to throw this back up there. If you will go to tec.com /sign up or /Paris-BPU, and there is a bar where you can put in your address. And what that does is it will then tell you if fiber is available. It'll go ahead and say, hey, congratulations, you can go ahead and sign up, go through the whole process. It takes about 5 to 7 minutes at the most, depending on how fast you type. If it's not, you're going to say thank you for your interest. So what that tells us is we haven't released it yet to be sold. And as we build out, as you heard Scott say, if you're inside the city limits, there's 10,000 passings that we're going to hit. So if you're being served by Paris Board of Utilities, we should be coming out that direction. If you go, well, I'm just outside of that, one of the things Scott mentioned is we do these little pockets. So once you get this one built, we then look to see, okay, where's the next area? And if there's enough neighbors right off of, say, a certain road that we don't go down, that's what we then use to determine where do we build next. So that's why it's extremely important for us to get your information. Once we have your information, then we can stay in contact with you and make sure once the fiber is available, we can reach out. So that's the best answer I can give you right now on
Diane,
October 21st.
where did you say you lived at, Diane?
We're out by Buchanan Resort.
I know,
between Paris and Paris Landing.
I know right where you at, Buchanan Resort. You know where that's at.
I do.
Is that going to be TEC country? Or is that another internet provider got that area?
Diane, right now we are not going to be serving that area around the Buchanan Resort. Again, like Bryce said, hopefully in the future, as we get this first project built, that we will expand on out into that area.
I think there's some other internet providers that have got some of the outlying areas, and I don't think some of them are really using it to the benefit. And I think if they don't, I don't want to say words I shouldn't say, so y'all correct me, Diane. I know you want TEC out there, and I wish we could get it to you out there. But there is somebody, somewhere that said they would do your area, and I don't know why they're not doing it. I don't think nobody's doing that area. TEC may look at that area, because call in and put your name on a list, and I'm going to tell you old country way, that tells TEC that there is people interested out there, and they might make them want to go that direction. Does that make sense?
Sure does.
Well, go ahead and call them up and talk to them about it, and get your neighbors to call. Get more than one person to call in.
Absolutely.
Right now, tonight, I'm going to give you this number you can call right now. Have you got a pen to paper, Diane?
Yes, I do.
Okay, it's 833 832 3423, and you call them right now. They're sitting in there right now waiting on this, and you tell them where you're at, and then when you get done with them, you call all your neighbors around you, and you have all them call in, and let's show us some interest for fiber optic in that area, and that will help TEC maybe say, hey, we got a lot of interest in this area. We need to run on out there and get this set up. Does that make sense?
Yes, it sure does.
Diane, I appreciate you watching. I really appreciate you calling in. That's what we want. We want to try to get these guys. I've got the main guys here to answer all these questions. That was a great question.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks for calling.
Okay, thank you.
Now, somebody's asking, okay, this is the $1 million question.
All right.
I want to know.
Well, you already asked Scott that one. So
well, I asked you
okay.
one. Y'all too. This is like, what is the cost on the average package? Now, hold on a minute. Before we just start throwing numbers out, we got to compare.
Mm-hmm.
Let's come first to what you're selling with upload and download. But I want you to remember the end of this question, when we start talking about upload, download, then we can tell them the price point, which is going to really surprise you how inexpensive it is. Trust me.
Yeah, and so one of the things when you start talking about a cable versus fiber, and the way I like to visually explain it, cable is like a one-lane country road.
Mm-hmm.
And it can only go so fast before you're going to crash. Fiber is an unlimited highway interstate. There's
Autobahn.
as many lanes as you can possibly have.
Yep.
So you're talking about comparing two completely different products. Fiber literally is the speed of light. It is light. So you'll hear us use technical terms like, is the fiber lit? You've heard dark fiber versus it's now lit. It's now ready to be used. So it is literally at the speed of light. So when you start talking about those, you really start talking about the functionality and the dependability of the two. So fiber is what we call symmetrical speeds. All right, so what does that mean? That's what we've been talking about. It's your uploads versus your downloads. Whatever speed we're providing you is going to be the same on your upload and your download. We've been visiting with some folks here in Paris this week, and I'll have them do a speed test. And this is an easy way for you to figure out what your speed is, right?
Night, yeah.
So you can go to the internet, go on Google, type in speed test, and it'll say run a speed test. And when you do, you're going to get two numbers. It's going to run one. It's going to be an upload speed, and there's a download speed. A lot of the I did not say their words. A lot of the folks that are
the cable,
that's what I'm trying to say.
I'll help you out of that.
Appreciate that. Woo, dodge a hot one right there. A lot of the cable will run somewhere around, it could be 150 by 10 or 200 by 20.
There's no 20. I had to fight to get 20 when I was cable.
And that's so a lot of folks that is pushing it, right? So when we talk about that speed, your
explain
download
to them what upload means to them, how important, because, and I'm going to butt in a second, because I'm country. I'm going to tell you what my viewers want to hear. When they go out and they're getting the internet, all they hear is download. That's all they tell you.
All they hear.
We're going to give you download. Tell them how important upload is and what you use it for.
Absolutely. So let's start with I'll start with the younger generation in mind. Okay. If you've got kids or teenagers at the house, they've got an Xbox, a computer, a PlayStation, and they want to do gaming, that is 100% upload. That is all going out. And if you look at now how the video games are done, even Nintendo, all of those games are driven based off of a server. You don't even buy the game anymore. You can go online and download it, but everything that you play is upload. So if you're trying to do any type of that, you can forget it on a 10 or 20 meg. That's just not going to happen. If you need to send a file to someone, so you filled out some information, you need to send some photos to somebody for something, maybe it's an insurance claim, that's an upload speed. You'll just sit there, it'll spin and spin and spin. Eventually it'll crash out. It might send, but it might take an hour to get there. So those
cameras,
are two
you got wing cameras, you got security cameras.
Yep. I love this one because, there's a lot of folks that are that we'll still talk to that are of the elderly generation, and their children, maybe they don't live in Paris anymore, maybe they've moved off. And I talked, hey, look, you want to stay in touch with your folks, but you also want to make sure that they're safe. You can install cameras at the home, whether it's a Ring doorbell or either cameras outside of the house, and using your upload speed, you can click a button and you can view grandma, or you can view mom, or you can view dad, you can check on them. And then telehealth, that's another big one, right? And that one really came out during the COVID years because nobody could go to the doctor. So then all of a sudden they're saying, well, we'll do telehealth. Well, now in order to do that, to have that video conferencing, that takes both download and upload speed. So you're really talking about all the technology that's coming
all
out.
at once.
All at once.
You can do it all. And I'm butting in. I'm going to tell you a selling point. Your kids in there playing a game, because right now we're using tremendous amounts of upload speed. And because we're going to 3 or 4 platforms. We got camera. It's just upload is what we're using. You're watching me through download. I'm uploading it to the internet and just downloading it in your phone. I'm making it simple for me, and I'm hoping my viewers too. Some stuff going on in your house. You got a kid over there playing a game. You got another one playing a game. All of a sudden, they're complaining because they don't have enough upload speed. That's upload speed. Download is when you want to watch TV. Well, there's a kicker to that, too.
That's right.
You're watching TV, and all of a sudden it's buffering. That little wheel spinning. Remember them old wheels spinning? Well, it stops, and it catches up, or it kicks you off. That's download. This one right here, whatever download speed, which fiber optic, their slowest download is faster than cable's fastest.
That's right.
We're so far ahead of them, it's pitiful. You'll see, once you get on TEC, what I'm talking about, the whole house can be on their cell phones, playing games, doing whatever they want to do the whole time, and nobody even knows the other one's on, and watch TV at the same time.
That's right.
I want to help you out. Go ahead.
So, and then you start talking about look at how everything is being built. Appliances. You got smart refrigerators now. They can tell you when you're out of milk and eggs.
That's something I'll never have. I'm an old man, but I'm all about technology. But I'm gonna open my damn refrigerator and see if my milk's good or not. I ain't gonna rely on no internet.
Well, are you? Hey, look. I've got somebody that have told me, hey, guess what? We've got a program to let us know when we're out of beer.
Well, I know when I'm out of beer. When I pop that last top, you're out. Right? But I'm just joking.
But you've got all kind of technology, and you can even make now your home a smart home. So if you wanted to be able to control what time the lights come on, you can set that. You can even turn your thermostat up and down without having to be in the house.
I don't think anybody, normal household in Henry County, probably Tennessee, is going to need more internet than TEC can provide.
No.
Now, if businesses, sure, you might want to step up. Now, let's get to the price point.
Sure.
Let's say the cable, you've got 1,000 download, and you've got 10 upload speed. what are you paying, 70, 80 bucks for that, maybe 90 right now. Tell them what we can do. Now, the upload, we told you how important upload is. Now, go ahead.
Yep. So our packages start, the smallest one we have, your upload and download speed would be 500 megs by 500 megs.
And that's more than most houses will ever use.
Yeah, that is a lot. Now, you start throwing in kids that want to do a bunch of streaming and watching stuff, you can go to a gig package, which is 1 gig by 1 gig.
Yeah.
And then if you really go, hey, look, I'm a gamer, I'm a streamer, and I want to have the best of the best, you can then go up to 2 gig.
Wow. Do y'all sell much of that?
We are now, believe it or not, that we just released that. When we did this project here at Paris, was the first time we released it in our 2 gig packaging because, oh, by the way, spoiler alert, it's only $10 more than the gig.
Wow.
For double
Who would
the speed.
need that?
Anybody that's looking future, forward
Well, I
thinking.
can understand, but they ain't flying spaceships,
I
are we?
think people just want to say they got the fastest package that they can
That's
get
cool.
when it comes
now, what's
to
the cheapest package comparable? Let's say your most inexpensive package.
Yep.
Is what's the cost?
$71.90.
$71.90. That includes all the fees and everything.
And there's a $3 fee that goes back to Paris, which again is going to help to lower the energy costs. It's part of the partnership.
So $75.
So call it $75 if you want to.
And compare that to a $65 cable. With nowhere near the speed, nowhere near the reliability.
That's right.
Nowhere near of all the stuff you're getting. Plus, it's fiber optic.
It is fiber. It's absolutely. Then if you wanted to go to the gig, it's $87.
Wow.
$87. That's 940 by 940. That's a gigabit.
Now, folks, if you need more than that, you're flying spaceships or something.
Well, but the other thing people have got to keep in mind is the speed that you also get determines how quickly you can get on and off the internet.
That's right. I know
so
that.
People sometimes don't even think about that. It's how fast that's going to transition from one page to the next. So if you've got a 2 gig at that point for, by the way, $97 plus the $3 fee, right at $100, you'll never. I mean, I dare people to try it.
Yeah, you're right. If you can say I got a gig, that sounds like a lot. Is that price locked in for a certain amount of time?
So we don't do contracts, and I will say this. Somebody asked us this today at the Lions Club meeting. How often do you raise your prices? I've been with the company now almost 8 years, and we've never raised our residential rates.
Wow.
These have been the same prices that I've quoted since day one.
Wow. So there's not a contract.
There's no contract.
Why would you not want to leave? I mean, you got a product like TEC Internet, and I'm not just trying to sell for them, guy. I am a user. I got it at my house. Excuse me, I don't have it at my house because I live where I have fiber optic, but it's a competitor. Where I'm at is a different ground. But I got fiber optic at my house, fiber optic here, and fiber optic at my shop. I've got 2 TECs, and I never had no trouble. I mean, I may go in the mornings all down, call you, and you come fix it. That's why it works. There's going to be mistakes. But I can tell you, folks, if you're looking for high-speed internet and you don't have it right now, if you're still got cable with the competitors, dude, go get it. It's not that much more money, and you'll like it. It's probably cheaper in the long run if you think about it.
Well, when
they go up all the time on the other one.
Yeah, well, and we want to talk about the streaming 101, and we're going to talk about that. But there's a lot of ways when we get into that. I'm not sure when our next break is, so I'm trying to be respectful.
We're out of break, so start talking.
So, this may be something you want to do after the break because there's a lot of ways that you can actually save money once you do that.
Yeah.
I can definitely touch on those, but you're right. There's a lot of hidden fees that you're getting with your cable company. Mm-hmm. There are no. What you see is what you get. The price that I just gave you is the price. So call it $100 for 2 gig.
Yeah.
Call it $90 for 1 gig, and it's $74.90 for 500 by 500.
Okay, tell me, folks, right in here on the thing, and they'll send it up here to the front to me. How competitive it is to you? Now, just give me prices, and then go back and find out what you got for that price. You can buy a $20,000 Chevrolet, or you can buy a $20,000 Cadillac. There is a difference.
There is.
And look, just because that's no cheaper than mine, I don't want to go with that. Well, we're not saying that we're talking about the speed of internet, because more and more stuff is going to internet. I never thought I'd see the day when the refrigerators are internet.
Yeah.
And I got security cameras at my house. I've got them at my shop. I can get on my phone right now because I know when I walked in here, my phone clicked over to my internet here. Everywhere I go is fiber optic. I can look at my cameras at my house. I couldn't do that before. It was kind of doing this right here when I had the cable. But I'm telling you, go ahead back to one-on-one streaming. Let's get into that a little bit.
Yeah, so let's dive into that. So we've got a little piece that we're going to bring up. There's a lot that we'll have, and I'd love to take some questions about streaming too. But let me get straight to the part where you can probably save some money. If you're using cable today, or if you're using a satellite provider, once you go to TEC's fast fiber internet, you don't need that anymore. All the streaming services now offer live TV.
Right.
They offer on-demand television, and if you go, well, I really like my satellite. And I won't say the provider, but I really like my satellite because I like that guide, and I want to be able to scroll down, and I want to hold that remote. Guess what? DirecTV does a stream. And that's one of the ones that we recommend. It's called DirecTV Stream. You plug it into your TV through an HDMI port, and it works just like the normal DirecTV does. It's got the normal remote, and you scroll down, there's your normal guide. The channels are even the same.
Do they have the local stations?
And they all have local stations.
Wow.
Everything's got local stations now.
That's what used to be the kicker. You couldn't get your local.
That's right. And the great thing now, once you move to a streaming platform, is you don't have to watch it just on your television. You can download the app on your cell phone, so you can be on the go, and you can watch it using that, and you're not limited to just one device. Back in the day, the cable. How many? I said computers. Lord have mercy. How many televisions we turning on? Because you got to have a box for every one. Right. Guess what? That goes out the door. Yeah. With a smart television, you can log in one time. I know at my house, I've got 6 different devices that all log on to Hulu. And they can all watch them at the same time. You got one outside, you got one in the den, you got one in the bedroom. The 2 kids have one, and then of course you got the friends come over. They want to watch what they want to watch.
Wow, technology is growing so fast. If you ain't careful and you don't get fiber optic, it's going to force you to down the road because the cable cannot do.
Absolutely.
Yeah, cable can't carry what you need to do. It was good when we did. It beat up dial-up. Remember that? That dial. It's better than that. I agree. But now fiber optics the way to go. Like you said, the speed of light.
It is. And
that blows your mind when you say that. How fast is light? I used to know the miles per hour. Do y'all know?
No, sir. I'm not even going to try to take
it's
that.
Fast.
It's fast.
But think about that. How fast the speed of light is. That's pretty fast.
And so at that point, the other thing we talked about too is you eliminate those fees that cable and satellite providers provide, right? Yeah. So they have all these extra fees that come on. You've got a cost recovery fee. You've got this fee. You've got that fee, and then you run into the squabbling of, well, if you don't call us, we're going to lose this channel because we didn't pay that bill. Then you don't have that with streaming services. That we don't see that anymore. And so again, you can eliminate some additional fees. So at the end of the day, when you go, well, I'm going to have to pay a little bit more for fiber, it's a better product, and on the backside, you're going to be able to save a bunch of money because you can dump your cable and you can dump your satellite.
Hey, folks, you've been watching the giveaways we've been giving away. We got one more bag. I tell you what, we're going to make it quick. We're running on over an hour now. Second caller, put the number up. We got you another bag from TEC. And all you got to do is be the second caller, and you can win you another bag. Here's the neat stuff he's got. I don't even have this stuff. I don't have, they're my sponsor. I don't have none of that. Y'all are getting some cool stuff. See, I could say, hey, let me have that bag, but I don't ever do that.
Nope.
I let y'all, hey, give it away. That's what my people's for. But like they say, if you don't get TEC, the only thing slowing you down is you.
Yeah.
That's the only thing slowing you down is you.
And the other thing too, people don't realize that with streaming services, some of them they already have and they don't even know it. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get Amazon Prime for free, and that's a streaming service. You can go watch all kind of television. Thursday night.
That's the most aggravating this damn one there is. You should have picked a different one. I'm mad at you.
Well,
I'm madder than hell.
It
is easy, but I don't know if it's me. It could be me. I can get it on there, find me a movie, and it clicks off, goes right back to my regular TV. I say, God, that makes me so mad. Maybe it's just
that may be just a you thing. I don't have that problem.
You don't. Maybe it's me.
But I've
got a lot of problems. Man, ask Dana. She'll tell you everything's Mike's fault.
I don't know if we've got.
All I do, I know. Y'all got to understand, I'm just a trophy. And trophy, it's hard being a trophy boyfriend. It's tough. Y'all don't understand that, how hard it is being a trophy boyfriend. It's a rough, hard life.
Well, Blake no longer gets to be that. He is engaged.
Are you engaged? You're a trophy.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like a show pony. Yeah. I have to walk one step ahead. But anyway, go ahead. That's a different story.
Get in trouble.
We'll be in here
We
for a
have
while.
got a winner on the line. Get ready here, folks. We have got another winner. Chicken dinner. Who we got on the line?
This is Patty Barra.
Well, congratulations, Patty. How are you doing, girl?
I'm doing great, Mike. How are you?
I'm fine. I'm glad to hear you watch this. What do you think tonight about Are you learning something? That's the major thing.
Yeah, I'm learning something.
Well, great. Don't you wish? Do you have TEC?
Well, no, we don't. We're on West Kentucky. I don't know if they'll come this way.
No, that's the same area I'm in out there. But you do have fiber optic, so you can vouch for people how well fiber optic line. It's real good fiber optic, correct?
Correct. Correct.
It's the best you can get. It's so much better than that old cable stuff we used to have out in that area. It's a whole lot better than that. You remember the old dial-up days, Patty?
Yes, I do.
This fiber optic's a lot better. Bryce, tell her what she's got here.
Well, so for you, you're going to get the same thing that they got. You got your cup here, if I can get it out. You've got your cell phone holder. You've got your additional cable. But the jewel in your bag,
listen
for
to
you,
this.
Here we go. What we got is the Fire Stick. I'm trying to figure out which cable.
It turns around. Yeah, you just turn the other way. There you go.
There we go. That guy right there.
Oh,
so you've got a Fire
so
Stick.
much.
There you go. All you got to do is stick that in a HDMI port on any of your televisions, and that TV is now streaming and ready to roll.
Look at that.
Thank you so much.
What do you think about that, Patty? Where else can you get all this good stuff except through TEC and the Mike Weatherford Show? I haven't asked nobody this tonight, but I'm going to ask you, who's your favorite talk show?
Mike Weatherford Show.
That's what I want to hear. Patty, they'll tell you in the back how to pick up your winnings. We really appreciate you watching us and learning some stuff.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Your provider in that area is West Kentucky Rural, but we can vouch for the fiber optic.
That's right.
You know, they got a good fiber optic system out there, and that's just their territory. That's just how that's how it is. But you know, fiber optic's the way to go. And
it is.
And if you don't have it, I don't understand. I mean, if it's a price point we showed you, it's right in the area with theirs.
Mm-hmm.
It might be cheaper on some instances. Because I'm going to tell you, and you can probably tell me this. I hear, because people talk to me about that there's never a set price with them, the other competitors.
No.
You get different prices according to who you ask.
Absolutely. Every business that I go to, someone might be paying this, and you go to the one next door to them, and they're paying double or triple what the other one was.
Right.
So it's there's no set price.
But all of y'all's, if you call Mike's Muffin, I tell you what my cost is, it's going to be the same at the guy across the street at his business.
Right.
If we got the same
if
speed.
y'all want the same speeds number of phone lines, that type of stuff.
So doing the businesses like you do, have you ever had any businesses call you back and say, I'm not satisfied with this internet?
I have not had anyone call back and say that. No.
It's just, it doesn't happen.
No.
It's just
not with fiber.
No, it doesn't happen with fiber. No. Have you had people call you back and tell you how much faster it is when you got them off that cable and got them into fiber?
Absolutely. Yep.
I tell you how much faster. I'm going to tell you something. I'm an auto mechanic. You know, I do a lot of things in life. You know, we talked a little bit about it earlier.
We did.
But throttle cables used to be how your throttle worked on a car. You had a cable. You worked the throttle, and it worked the cable. Now you work the throttle. It does it with a wire. Mm-hmm. Same thing.
It's the same,
Same principle.
Yep.
Same principle. It does it with the speed of sound. The speed of light, excuse me. That's what the difference is. Your old 1930s and 40s and 50s up to your 70s had a throttle cable. And some of your 90s had them. Some of your early 2000s had them. And now everything's going by wire. Same way with a cable versus fiber optic. It's a dying breed.
Well, we it's funny when people don't realize this. When we lit you up early in the process.
Yeah, you lit me up early.
And you told us, you were very honest. You said, now, if it's good, I'll tell them it's good. But if it's crap, I'm going to tell them it's crap.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to be. That's what I told y'all.
did.
Folks, he's telling you the truth. I said, when they lit me up right here in this studio, I said, if it's good, because you was in here.
I was
one of his first ones. And I said, if it's good, yeah, I'll let you be the sponsor and we'll promote y'all. But if it ain't worth a damn, I'm going to tell them it ain't worth a damn because that's my people out there, and I ain't going to lie to my people.
That's right.
And I'm telling you, folks, it's been good. And I have, oh, Lord, I don't say this. We'll have blow up tonight before the show's up. We have had absolutely zero. I wish my guys in the back, Kevin, you can tell them in the ear, since we went with TEC fiber optic compared to old cable, what can you see in the back, Kevin? He said much better connection rate and upload speeds. That's where we're at. We got to turn things up. You know, when you kind of got to throttle things back because you got to watch it do it. You know how it is. You can't run 5K. You can't run all them high cameras resolutions we have. 1600, we had them all. We got our cameras turned up now. Is that why I'm so pretty? Is that what happened? Did you turn the I ain't gonna say that again. Hell no. We got our cameras K's turned up, right? What are we now? Do you even know? He's busy. Anyway, he did turn and I understand he's done a lot. Them guys in the back, Blake, you've seen him in the back. It's a lot of work.
They're
we
awesome.
turned our camera resolutions up. Before we had to slow our camera resolutions down. You know, the graining and stuff. We could, if we turned them up, we just couldn't. It just wasn't going out right. So it just wasn't good enough. When we got with TEC, I feel like an info commercial, but I'm just telling the truth. When I got TEC, Kevin said, "Wow, man, look at these speeds." He said, "I'm going to try to jack." So he turned our camera. We got these pretty high dollar cameras. He said, "I'm going to jack them up where they're supposed to run." And bam, there it comes. I couldn't believe it.
Well, and the other thing too that we talked about a little bit before, there's no data cap.
Right.
So I mean, you can. We're not gonna throttle it back. If you can use,
it's a good thing.
If you can use a gig in a month, go use it all up.
Yeah.
We're not going to turn it down. And there is we talked about there's no data cap and there's no limit. To how far you can go with it.
I'm glad you bring that up because that's something I always complained about. Was they tell me they give me a designated because I was I doing a podcast and all, but just about the time that I wanted to go live, that's when everybody else got off of work. Right. Didn't want to do it. If they trying to watch me, it was all on the same time. My stuff started gradually slowing down. TEC, I think we're just as fast tonight as we was at 6 o'clock this morning, 4 o'clock last. You don't ever throttle it back.
I don't throttle it.
I think the more on it, the faster it gets. Is that any way that's possible? Did it push that light faster?
Here's what I can tell you: it is an unlimited lane on the interstate. Right. You can drive as fast as you want with fiber.
What else do people want?
I don't know, but
the
here's
price point. Look, we covered the price point.
Yep.
We covered how fast it is. We told you about upload speed.
Yep.
And how important it is. And a lot of people doesn't realize because all they've ever heard, folks, you've always heard your internet providers tell you download speed, download speed, download speed. They beat that in your head because I hear it all the time. What about my download? Well, that's what things are changing. Now upload is very important. And this thing, you say that fancy word again, they're running the same as how we say it in the South.
The symmetrical.
There you go. See there?
Yeah. I had to practice that 10 minutes before I got on here, by the way.
It's a word. But if you got 500 down, you got 500 up. If you got
right.
$1 million down, you got $1 million up. The other ones, if you got 500 coming to download, you might have 10 going out. That's just how it worked. And that was their selling tool. And there was, and in defense, they didn't have a lot of upload.
There wasn't. I mean, there wasn't that much. But the you don't want to say the industry, but the world has really changed. I mean, again,
it's going to change again.
It's going to continue to change. Where the upload is now the priority.
It is, and nobody talks about that. Mm-hmm. And I told y'all one day I was talking about it. I don't know if we was on a conference call or something about this, and I said, "Hey guys." Very important you tell people how fast to upload because I need it right off the bat.
Oh, yeah.
And if you got cameras, y'all help me out. Cameras and your cloud, everything's in the cloud now.
Streaming communication, sending videos, Skyping. If you work from home, you've got to share documents. You're sharing a PowerPoint, whatever the case may be, or even telemedicine. They're asking you to share stuff that way.
Right,
all of that eats into your upload.
Ain't nothing no more aggravating. Put the camera on me as you're trying to talk about it.
Oh, yeah.
That just aggravates it. Just turn the damn thing. That or a channel off station. A radio off station, I turn it off. I can't handle it. You know, same way with these computers. TCs, I can vouch. I'm not a paid advertiser, but I am a paid guy. But I'm going to tell you something, guys. I would not tell you how good it is if I didn't believe in it. You know, I've had sponsors my whole life in my careers, which it ain't about me, but I've had sponsors that I've turned down because that drink they wanted me to drink tastes like stump water. And I said, do people really buy this? Yeah, I don't want to sell it for you. I ain't buying. You know, I got to believe in a product.
That's right.
Maybe that's old school. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe that's why I ain't got no money because I'm going to tell you the truth. TEC Internet, it's the future. It's here now. If you haven't got you some, you need to go get you some. We told you about the price points. It's right there with them. It's just no difference much in the pricing. Might be cheaper, and like he said, it's according to who in the hell you're talking to, right? You know, when you go out there, they could tell one guy $100, next guy's $300 for the exact same thing. The price they told you tonight is a price everybody's going to pay, so don't try to, it ain't no secrets to it. What did we miss?
I think we covered that. I feel like we should tell them the number to call one more
put
time.
It back up
Let's
there,
put that
Kevin.
back up there one more time.
I want them to call right now tonight and order your fiber internet. check your order, or if you just got a question, these people will tell you, yeah, we're going to run it out there, and no, we're not. But I'm going to let you in on a little second. These guys won't probably say it, but I know how business works. If you're in an area that don't have high-speed internet, and nobody's talked to you about high-speed internet, and you haven't heard about high-speed internet out in your area, if you start calling that number and you get your family and your friends and your neighbors to call that number, there's a good possibility TEC says, hey, there is a demand in this area. They might possibly get you high-speed internet. Because my daddy always told me, Bryce and Blake, the squeaky wheel gets the grease.
Gets the grease, that's right.
So call these numbers, ask the questions, and tell them you heard it from Mike. And all I can say, like I always say, go get you some.
Yeah, look, I don't want to throw anybody under the bus, but we got folks standing by, blow them up. I mean, we're paying them. We're paying a little overtime to stay late tonight.
Yeah.
Let's make it worth
I don't want
their
to
while.
say we got 2 calls. I'm sure that's what they're going to get because a lot of people don't like to call. They want to complain. But I'm giving you a chance tonight with these numbers. Call them, wear them out, and when you get off the phone with them, tell your next door neighbor to call. Hey, we watching Mike, and did you watch Mike? No, I didn't watch Mike. Well, call this number out here and tell them you want the internet out here. Call these people, find out what's going on, and do like I do. Ask the damn questions.
Yeah, absolutely. But so we're excited again. Thank you again for having us tonight. It's been a lot of fun. It's something that we enjoy doing. It is, and I'm just excited for the community because that's the other thing that we really didn't spend a lot of time on is that when you're buying this from TEC, the money's going back to the community. You're actually supporting your neighbors here in Paris, Tennessee. It's not a big cable company that could really give a rat's rip.
No.
You're dealing with a local provider.
That's exactly right. And you'll probably see TEC on the back of some of these jerseys, these ball games. You don't see Amazon. You don't see all them people you spend your money with. But you see the Mike Weatherford Show. You see Mike's Muffers. You'll probably see TEC. You'll see these. That's the people that sponsors these ball teams. They buy you cakes. They buy all your stuff. When you go around to them, they support the community. Give it back. Get you some TEC high-speed internet. And if you don't like it, call me and tell me, and I'll make sure they fix your problem. Where you at, guys?
That's a plan.
What do you think?
I like it.
I like you on here, dude. What do you think?
I had fun.
First time you've ever seen her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, look at that.
Oh,
wow. Lord,
that
look at that
is-
guy right
that's
there
great.
now. That's 5. TE said in the Mike Weatherford Show, a winning combination for the what's that say? In the race for fast, reliable internet service, there's none faster than TEC. And I'm going to tell you, that old car did run. I got to give y'all credit. That old car would fly. I carried it around. That thing would move on pretty well. You know, it's a pretty fast car. If I tell you it's fast, it's fast.
It's fast. It's fast, right?
Yeah, it's fast. It is. Guys, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you much for having us.
But I think we had a great show. I think we got the information out there. I don't see anybody else got any questions. If you got anything, you better type it and put it here in the front. I got to let these people go home because they're all on overtime, you know, and I'm sure that Scott Pale's going to say, all right, boys, y'all can cut your time off now. You're done with the show. But anyway, hey, guys, I appreciate you coming in.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike.
Bryce,
appreciate it as always.
but,
Always good to see you.
Blake,
thank
appreciate you. There's something y'all don't know about that you've never been a part of. You know you're in the Brewer Street Mafia studios, right?
That's right.
And everybody gets offered. They want to know, man, am I finally a member of the Brewer Street Mafia? Well, I have to vet you. And it takes about a little over an hour to vet you. But I'm going to tell you something. Both of y'all guys, I think, I'm going to make you official members
All right.
of the Brewer Street Mafia. Read
There
on
we
the back
go.
of that what it tells you.
There we go.
It tells you you're an official member
Official member.
of the Brewer Street Mafia. Congratulations.
I want to know. Can I get like the jacket too? Can I get a jacket?
You
Or is
might
it-
get a fish or something.
All right.
You better be cool.
All right, I could do
I had
that.
a guy come
members,
there one-
members only jacket.
It is. Yeah, that's
what I'm
exactly
talking
it.
about. That's what
I
I'm
did
looking
have
for.
a guy coming there one day. He's a friend of mine. He was jacking around with me about him being the. I'm from New York. We're the mafia. You ain't the mafia. Well, a friend of mine walked in and threw the fish right in front of him and said, "You want to sleep with them? Keep talking about Mike." And walked out the door. And that guy said, "I give." That was cool, man.
I'll tell you the best part about success tonight is our Faith, who does our marketing, and I know y'all have worked directly with her. You know, I said, "Hey, can you make sure these streets are put up tonight?"
Yeah.
This was kind of a last minute thing. We
she
weren't.
did an excellent
They
job.
did a great job. I'm going to give them all the kudos. And she said, "Hey, they wore me out tonight with a bunch of questions. So y'all keep blowing her up. I mean,
Keep blowing them up.
She
That's what
doesn't.
it's
She
about.
doesn't get overtime, so
No.
she's staying late just to work for the
There
heck of
it
it.
is. There it is. But, you know, I appreciate everybody tuning in. And what I try to do, I try to be your go-to place for all the things we all want to know about. And that's very important. And, you know, I would not sit here and push for TEC if I didn't believe in their product. I will never do you, the viewer, like that. I stand up for y'all, my people. You know, I'm just one of y'all, and I try to get you stuff that you want to know about. And TEC straight up, they're a bunch of good guys. We even had the vice president. He's been in your studio. They're just common folks like we are, trying to give you a good product. And all you got to do is just sign up, get you some high-speed internet, and I'm going to guarantee you this, you will not be sorry you did it. I'll even look more pretty than I do now, you know, and that'd be hard to do, but it will do it. Y'all agree?
I mean,
the whole studio's blowing at the back.
I'm going to get a new profile picture next time I come on. I want to
see all that.
Get all ripped
we're
up
going to get some here in just a minute. What do you think? Anything you want to say, young man?
I don't think I have anything else.
He's a man of few words.
He is a man of few words, but he takes care of all the business for TEC.
I
So
do.
if you own a small business and he walks in, say, hey, I seen you on the Mike Weatherford show, and he'll tell you all you need to know about TEC. He's a good young man. I've become a friend. I call him sometime, text him when I've got questions about something. And he's a good young man. And TEC is all good family people. Talk to you about the history of them. They're not just a fly-by-night that come in here. They are a big 100-year-old company that tells you that they're here for the long haul, and they're kind of family-oriented. Good bunch of guys. You'll like them. They got a great product. The price is right there where you're paying now, but you're getting more than what you're getting now. So if you could think of any reason why you don't have TEC Internet, I don't know what the hell it would be. The only thing slowing you down is you. So go get you some, like I always say. Hey, folks, appreciate you coming in. I want to talk about my crew in the back. I want to thank my guys in the back. You know, I sit up here and have fun, talk to these very smart people. I'm not real smart. No, it's not a surprise. I'm not smart, but I surround myself with smart people. I want to thank my crew in the back. They do an excellent, excellent job week in and week out, helping me bring y'all what we do here at the show. I want to thank Kevin Keel. He's the producer. Scott Norwood, Billy Busey, Dana Allen, and all the crew in the back that helps me every week do this, because I could not do it without them. And the great bunch of guys. Y'all seen that yourself. Y'all seen that these guys work. They do an excellent job, and I couldn't do that. I want to thank you, the viewer. Couldn't do it without you. I'd do it for you. I want to give back to my community. You know, I've been here my whole life, and I've made my living working for the community, and I want to give back to the community. That's what it's all about. It ain't about me. I could care less, but I didn't even want to name it the Mike Weatherford Show, but the producer said that's what we're going to name it. So we named it that, and I try every week to bring you something that we all need to know about. And I'm kind of country, kind of old-fashioned guy, and that's okay. You know, we all need to know some questions. That's what I try to bring you the answers to, the questions we all have. And I want to thank my sponsors. Without them guys, even TEC, appreciate y'all guys. Yep. Without these guys sponsoring this show, I couldn't do this. So when you see TEC, tell them, hey, thank you for sponsoring the Mike Weatherford Show. But most importantly, get you some TEC Internet. And you can watch me on that, and you'll say, man, the whole house is watching you now. And all my other sponsors, I appreciate all them guys. And tune in next week and watch Inside the Mind of a Modern-Day Monster Hunter. There's Ethan Oates over there, better known as Bryce Hopkins. That's the same. I think he used Bryce's body.
He did.
That's what he did.
I don't know how he. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do that. Yeah,
we're gonna have to edit yours, and Blake send yours in. You know, look at my old big head sticking out over on the other side. Now, that's all that over in one. I'm all that in a bag of chips. You believe that? I am. Look at all that in a red hat over that something. But anyway, tune in next week. We can sit here and talk about these pictures all night long. We got a guy coming in. We're going to talk about Bigfoot over at LBL. I don't know what's going to happen. They're sending pictures and all this kind of crap. I don't know. Do I believe in Bigfoot? My producer says there is one. I don't know. Who in the hell knows? There could be 2 or 3 of them over. I don't know what's going on. We're going to find out. This guy said he's got pictures of it. Maybe he does. Maybe he don't. But maybe Bigfoot. I do know this. If there is a Bigfoot, he's got TEC Internet. I guarantee you that. He's smart enough. If he can hide, he's a hide-and-go-seek champion of the world. It's what Bigfoot is. If he's that smart, he's got TEC Internet. All right, folks, we're going to let you go. Don't forget, we got a great show coming up next week about Bigfoot, and I want to thank all y'all for viewing me. But like I always say, tune in next week. Y'all guys help me out here.
All right.
And don't be late. Talk to you next time. Mike Weatherford show is recorded live in the Brewer Street Mafia studios in downtown Paris. A Kill Media, Brewer Street Mafia Productions.